everyone, it's Lisa here, and I'm coming to do today with a Sunday challenge, and we're using mist and rub-ons today. So I'm starting off with this Punchinella Prima stamp, I believe that's the name of it, and I sprayed with some dark calico Mr. Huey's ink, and then I'm taking these Heidi Swapp word or phrases, or I can't remember what they're called, and just spraying over top of it with some Prima Gold mist. And the background paper that I'm using is actually a old piece of paper from Amy Tangerine. It's her cut and paste line, and it's just a simple graph print on the back, but it's not a true white. It's kind of a, I don't know, beigey color in the background. So this is a Sunday challenge that Sandra and I usually do every Sunday. We haven't done it for a while, but we're trying to get back into it. So we're using mist and rub-ons this week. So the rub-ons, I'm not a huge fan of them, not like Sandra is. So when I was thinking of this challenge, I totally went with what would Sandra do. So I took the rub-ons, and as I was Skyping with Sandra, I'm like, how do you do that? She's like, scratch and move, scratch and move. So I did that, and it's, I don't know, I have a hard time with that imperfect look. So I totally embraced it, and I just went with it. And then I was like, wow, if I'm totally going to be like Sandra with her layouts, I'm going to use the ruler and rip the paper. And I actually really like that idea. I haven't done that. I think I've done it one other time, and I really like the imperfect look of that. So I might do that a little bit more often. So I'm just taking some other pieces of paper. I just have a whole stack of Amy Tangerine papers out. They all end up being from the cut and paste line. Not that I planned on it being that way. I just pulled out all my Amy Tan papers, and it was just whatever my eye went to. And then on my desk, I actually had a piece of this Tim Holtz tissue paper. And I don't know, it just kind of looked really good underneath. It just kind of added a little bit of an extra element behind all of those layers. So I know I'm gonna have to ink my edges. I'm just trying to figure out placement of everything, and that little white strip on that piece of paper was kind of not working for me, so I decided to rip it off. So here I'm coming in with some Stays On black ink, and I'm just inking up the edges, and I love the smell it Stays On. I don't know, there's just something about it. Sandra and I were laughing, and I'm like, maybe Wade should rub it on his neck, and maybe that'll, you know, be like his new cologne. So anyway, make sure you check out Sandra's channel as well. It's Oh Snap Gonzo over on YouTube. I'm going to put all of the videos for the Sunday challenge up on a blog post over at thepinkcamera.com, so make sure you check that out as well. So, yeah, so this layout is about our very first podcast that we had done. So, and it was funny because I was Skyping with Sandra at the same time, and Wade came in, and he's like, what are you looking for? I'm like, I don't know, I need letters or something, hand me something. And so he handed me that Coffee Time wood veneer, so I put that down, which was very kind of cool and fitting. And then he handed me these letters, the letters that have coffee on them, and it fit really well. So he did a good job. And then I have these little clear stickers. They're from Freckled Fawn, and they have a whole bunch of phrases on them. So I just kind of stuck them all over the page, so it kind of gives the feel of you're making your own pattern paper. It's just sticking those around all over, and yeah, so just doing that. And then I'm going to come in with some phrase stamps and a date stamp. And I'm going to stamp in, I believe I use black Stays On ink. I believe I did. Either that or I used the navy blue. I can't remember. And I'm going to stamp the date, and then I believe I put a recorded date or something like that on all stamped all over. That little green piece of paper is actually the leftover piece of the branding strip that I cut off from that piece of paper. Again, I just kind of ripped it off and inked it up with some black ink, and then just stuck it underneath the photo there, and it's just going to kind of help kind of have like that cluster of embellishments and everything like that for it to fall. So, and I'm taking these red alphas. These are from My Mind's Eye, and they're one of their basics packs, and it's the red one. So I put It All Started With, and I put coffee, because when I document this picture, it's going to be how we came up with the idea for the podcast, and you know how every morning we talk about just stuff in general, and we just usually come up with some really cool ideas, and it was just our way of coming up with a podcast so that, you know, other people could get involved in the conversation. So yeah, so I'm just going to take a Project Life card. I don't remember where this is from because I actually got it from Scrap and Alley. I won one of her challenges, so I don't know which collection it's from, but it's from there, and I just inked up around the edges and then just journaled. And then it feels like it needs something else. It just feels like there's something else missing. So I get these enamel asterisks from Freckle Fawn. It's from one of the other kits. I'm starting to use them up. I've been hoarding them, and I need to use them up. So I did that kind of scattered all over the page. And then there's this wood veneer ticket. And I think it says Remember Today or something like that. And then I'm going to come in with this other wood veneer, and it's got hello on there. I just kind of thought it was like symbolic to like how we were talking. So like, you know, welcome to Coffee Time with Sandra and Lisa. So here I took some black soot distress stain. I wanted to make it really black. I tried it with a blending tool and black ink, and it didn't work very well. So I'm just going to dry it as best as I can, and then I'm going to come in with some Versamark Inca Gold. Versamark Inca Gold. Oh my goodness. Viva Decor Inca Gold. Oh my goodness. I better go get a cup of coffee. So I'm just going over it a couple times to kind of make it stand out a little bit. The reason why I went with black in the background is so that the letters of that wood piece kind of stood out quite a bit. So here I'm just going to stick it down, call this layout done, and I really like how it turned out. So thanks, Sandra, for the inspiration, and make sure you check out Sandra's channel, and we will talk to you guys next time. Bye!